Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, happy Saturday. And welcome to everyone that's already here. We seem to have a few. So if you're watching this on playback, this is a live chat, live show. So I will be saying hello for a bit to everyone that's in chat. So we've got, hi, Melissa, Mum, is it Nikki? Jane, Nick and Tina, Grace, huge welcome to you. Hiya, Rochelle, Sarah, Kenny, Dash, Amber, is it Amber? Skies, Loretta, hiya, Anna, hiya, Pamela, hi, Agnieszka, hey, Melanie, hi, Ray. So huge hello to you all. And you can see from what we're going to be doing today on my table. Hey, Randy. Hi, Louise. Hi, Lena. Hiya, Liberquerm. Hey, Robin, how are you? Yes, Grace, we've got a Rita Berman image today. Hi, Portella. Hi, Lou. So as I say to you, if you're watching this back, you can skip along on the bar at the bottom. Hey, Jude. Hey, Pickle. I'm okay. How are you? That's okay, Robin. You lurk away. Hi, Melissa, Michelle, Sam, Elizabeth. Huge hello to you all. Thank you for joining me today. I am a little bit later than the usual time, but I was eating some lunch and having a bath. So, yep, that's how this goes. That's okay, Randy. You wrap away, dear. If anyone has to go, it's very busy at the holiday season, then that is fine. Hey, Susie. So, guys, today I have linked, and I will pop it. It's in the description. Hi, Ian. Welcome over. Hey, Joey. Okay, you eat away. What you got? I just had crumpet with some brie and some piccalilli. Yeah, Sirius is here. He's going to be our resident Christmas buddy, I think. Yeah, I know, right? Straight the furry beard. Oh, I love samosas. They're yummy vegetable ones for me, though. Hey, Elizabeth, you're printing off your picture now. I know the gonks are great. Oh, oatmeal's good if it's got cinnamon. Hey, Christine. Hi, anyone that may have come. Right, so I'll explain. We are doing this image, which is a free image. So the reason I chose this is so that it's available to all. Now, I'm glad that you're happy to be here. So there are three. Oh, Kenny, my mouth, my taste buds. There are three images available on the page that Rita has provided. Yeah, they're very similar to a gnome. Now, this is the link, and this is provided by Rita Berman. So you all know her for the books that she's got on the different seasons. So I've got the, the little mishmash book of them. So this is the artist. So Melanie, I've just popped it in the link, popped it in the chat, the link in the chat. Now, there is a couple, so I'll show you. This is one. This is the one that I'm going to be doing. Hey, Ty, Kimberly. How are you, lovely? So, hey, Dev. Hiya, Kenneth. Anyone that I may have missed, thank you for joining me. Right, so the reason I chose this is because not everyone has the books that we've got, or, majority of us have probably the same books as each other now, doing the rounds. But the reason I chose it is because it's available to all. So if you pop onto the link that I've just put, I'll keep reposting it throughout, every now and then. Hey, Janet. And there are three images provided on that page. So this is number one. This is the other image that Rita provides, which has got text in, not like the other two. And this is the third one. So this was 1 and 2 were her original images. She has just popped up this third image, I think, in the last couple of days. So they're all free. These are all free images that you can go and download. Hey, Starbucks. If you want to download any, go to the link that we'll pop it throughout chat, all of us, and we can share it away. Rita's put that out there for you to go over to. I've also linked Rita Berman's Instagram, so that if you want to go over to Rita Berman's Instagram, you can share your coloured images and coloured works with her. So, it arrived. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to have so much fun, Janet. So I've just put in the link for Rita Berman's Instagram. I know, the gnome is just so cute. So you can go over to Rita Berman, check her out, check out her work if you've not got any of her work yet. If you haven't got her work and you can't afford at the moment, you know, being that it's the holiday season, it's free. So I've printed this off and I thought, why not? We're going to do this one. So I'm going to move these little knickknacks off my Christmas tree. And I think today we're going to head towards getting a picture done with Pablo's and Polly's, a mixture of both. So the reason I thought those two is they go really well together. I've got loads of glitter on this now. And I can sit and pick a selection of colours out between the two, which is good. Hey, Nanamo, how are you? So anyone that I may have missed, thank you for joining us today. I'll give it 2 more minutes. Let everyone, you know, come on over who wanted to join us, because I was a few minutes earlier scheduled today than I'd scheduled for 1:30, even though it's later than my usuals. But as I said, crumpet. I was eating a crumpet. And I've also got a cup of tea. Well, it's not. Hey, Melody, I've got a cappuccino. Yeah, pickle. We've got a lot of it. How are you, Melody? Good to see you. I hope you fall asleep soon too. It was late. So you can get this image for free. Of course you can, Susie. You recommend away. Yeah, Flora, it's easy then, isn't it? That someone can come and grab this image and do it with us. So I will zoom in. If I can zoom in a little bit, hold on. There we go. So it should be nice and clear for us all to be able to see. Hey, Cake Crafts. I was saying Muffy Cake Crafts, but it's just easy to say Cake Crafts. Hey, Lay. Winchester. I love it. I love it. She calls me Winchester because it's supernatural. I wouldn't mind being a Winchester if it means it involves Dean. Okay. Oh, look what I got to dust my pages off. I'm a little bit on the had to get this. It's so soft. Hey, Kimberly. Winsor and Newton, iridescent medium. You're going to have to tell. You can put the link in, Susie, and I can just approve it. Got the circular portrait gratis salvo. Oh, nice. What's the circular portrait one? Is that the Laura Rafferty one? Because Laura Rafferty or Laura Colours too. Susie got that as well, and she loves it. Yeah, I was about to say, don't know what that is, but I know that Pickle will need it. So yeah, you know, we do the dusting away. I know it's a makeup brush, but I quite liked it because it's got all the different colours. Hi, Shirley. So I absolutely loved it. I thought, oh, I love it. Look at it. So I thought, oh, good dust down. Yes. Oh, is it? It looks beautiful. Hi, Amberly. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's great, isn't it? I was just like, I had to have it. And it was only like £2. It's so cheap. Right. So what I was going to approach this like, because it's got so much going on, is doing from the middle. So I'm going to start off with this little house. And I thought about doing one side and the other side. Now, some of the, I'm going to save the leaves till last and then the background. You know how I am. Hey, Kate. Hi, Miss Pepsi. Hi, Desiree. So what I was thinking is that we do like a gingerbread house here. We got gingerbread man, so they're going to be very similar colours. Now I'm going to make this bright and wonderful because that's Christmas. Okay, well, we'll source it after. I'll have to come back in the chat, Susie. And I'll have a go. I think I'll work one way to the other, maybe this way round, and do it that way. Anyway, we'll approach it that way. Yeah, no, I'm not even worrying about my whips, Shirley, at the moment, to be honest. I'm just approaching things as and when I can. Okay, so what I was going to do, because it's a very, very good mixture to do. I love mixing the Pablos and the Pablos and the Polys together. Now, I'm just going to pick out a few of the ochre type colours here and approach it that way. So if you bear with me, everyone, I'm going to have to get my pencil extenders. We've got our lovely Christmas ones. I'm just going to get myself organised at the same time. And I'm going to have to put some of these on. And remember, I linked these in my last video. I don't know if this is going to fit in here without damaging it, but we'll give it a go. And it might take some of the paint off, but we'll live with that. So, yeah, I know, but I need to dust. So, yeah, Mum, that's just a given. I had to dust it away. I'm just going to pick out some colours that I think I want for this little gingerbread house here. I want something along the lines of cream from Pablo's. I'm just picking out, and I will tell you which I go with as I do it. And I think I'll pick out that. Right. So I'm going to start off a little gingerbread house. Yeah, you definitely need to go sleep, Melody. Hey, Marilyn. Oh, you're welcome. And welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy it. Hey, welcome back, Robin. You pop in and out as you please. Don't worry. So we will zoom in. We've zoomed in. We'll brighten up a little bit. And hey, Norma. So I'm going to have a little lay down, I think, to begin with, a very light lay down of a yellowy type colour. So I'm going to go for the Dark Naples Ochre 184. I'm going to start off with my little gingerbread house, and it is going to be a very light lay down. I might have to bring you down, guys. So again, you're going to go for a ride. You okay with that? Is that, it might blur a bit. I don't want to blur you too much. There you go. If you're going too much, you'll end up blurring. So I'm going to have to bring you up a little. Okay, so I will tell you as I go along. So it's 184. This is in the polychromos. I'm going to do a very light lay down to begin with. I have printed on a 160 gram cardstock that's matte. And I'm going to always approach it from light to dark on the, especially on the gingerbread house. So that's exactly how I'm going to do this one. And the same, I'm just going to go over the entire thing of that part. So we're going to have gingerbread house first. And the reason I'm doing this is it gives me a little bit of a base to work with, and I can work my way up. Oh, Norma, well, thanks for coming on over. I'm glad you did. That's okay, Susie. You look away, lovely. Okay, this is the Caran d'Ache Pablo. So I'm doing Caran d'Ache Pablos and Faber-Castell polychromos, and they're really good to just kind of go with each other. And I'm going to use the brown ochre in 037, and I'm going to start shading in where I would like that. Now, gingerbread has a slight orange tint, so I will lay that in after, but I'm just putting where I would like my colours first. So how is everyone, and what you all up to this weekend? Because we haven't got that long now until it's Christmas. For those of you that don't celebrate or won't be celebrating, that's totally fine and understandable. That those that are, what are you going to be up to? And are you almost there or started? And don't forget, guys, you know, for those that aren't, there's no pressure. There's no pressure. Take it at your own pace. I know some of us aren't in no big rush for whatever reason. So you don't worry. Hi, Jerry. Okay, well, what did you send, Ash? Let me have a look, sweets. Oh, your puppies. Oh, Dash has just had pups. So can you see? So how many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 puppies. Oh, look. Hey, Charlotte. How are you? How cute. So Dash has just sent me that. Congratulations on the pups. That's so cute. How are you, Charlotte? Hope you're doing well. Have you all got sort of, yeah, I know they're so cute. Have you all got kind of like lined up homes on a waiting list, or you're going to have to wait to advertise? I know they have to be a certain age before they go into homes and after their vaccinations, etc., etc. But I know some breeders have waiting lists of people on them. Okay, so if you want me to repeat anything, this is brown ochre in the Carandash Pablos. If you need me to repeat, shout it out at me. If there's anything specifically for me, put it in caps so I see you. And if there's any questions, the same applies, just put it in caps. Yeah, I'll repeat. So I'm doing the 184 in the polys, and I'm doing the brown ochre in the Pablos. Oh, wow. That is cold. That is seriously cold stuff, Charlotte. You must have some strong genes in you, girl. I can't do that. That kind of cold, no. So I'm very lightly applying this in to start with, and we'll build up our layers. And I'm not going to rush this. We'll get it done. There's a lot of little bits on this one, so there's going to be a lot of colours. That's the thing. When it's very busy, it's going to be a lot of colours. Yeah, it's all right when you're inside. This is a Rita Berman picture. It's free. If you go on, that's Rita Berman's Instagram if you want to pop on over to there. And the image is from that. I've just popped the 2 links in. Hi, Gracelyn. How are you? That's okay, Dev. You look. Way. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I've put in some of that brown ochre. 1 second. I'm still on brown ochre in the Carandash Pablos. If I miss anything in chat, it's that I've not seen it. So if you would be kind enough to repeat it when I look up at the screen, put it in caps and I should spot it. At the moment, my head's down colouring and chatting away, so I'm not looking at the chat for a second. But as I said, if there's anything you need me to repeat or a question or anything, just pop it in caps. I should see it. Yeah, they're all good. Hi, Becca. Then I'm going back over to my Faber-Castell poly in 184. And I'm just going to blend that in a little bit. We'll bring in a little bit of an orange tone after. I'm going very lightly. What I've noticed with especially with the Carandash Pablos, I don't know if it's just me, but my experience of using them is that they don't take well with heavy layers. You have to build up light. You go in heavy, you rip the paper. I think Amber Lee's had that experience of layering up with them as well. If you do too much with them, they end up just ripping to shreds your paper and your work is ruined. So build up your layers and don't worry about building them up. They take some time. Hey, Christine. Hey, Julianne. Yeah, chat's quite fast. Okay, back to brown ochre. I'm just between the 2 at the moment. I'm not swapping my colours just yet. We're going to lay that in heavy there. Same with this bit, this little T-bar, because we'll put some black in that. Don't worry about that for now. And then the same with this little section here. I'm just going to fade out my pressure as I go up, but I'm not putting the base of the yellow in on this because I don't want the base of yellow on that. I want it to be a bit of a darker biscuit colour. So I'm just going to put the brown ochre in the Pablo to begin with and release the pressure as I go upwards. So hey, Lynn. That's okay, Christine. You do your business. You do your magic. Did anyone try out the red hair yet? For those that are doing the hair series, the strawberry blonde hair. And if you did, how did you get along? I really enjoyed doing that one, and I'm still in planning process of the unicorn hair, but I will knuckle down to some of that later. It all depends at the moment, doesn't it, on what's going on and holiday season. Yeah, Melody, you rest. Don't you worry. Thank you for being here as always, but you go rest. I know that you need your sleep. So I'm putting that in. This is the brown ochre in the Cran Dash Pablos. And as I'm coming up, I'm releasing the pressure of the pencil. So that's how I do my shading. So you start off with a heavier pressure, and as you come upwards, you release the pressure of your pencil, and it just allows a different shade. So it's like a lightening of your colour. Hey, Sue. Thundershade, what did you ask? Hey, CB. I need another, looking at the, I don't always see the screen, Thundershade. And remember, if you've got anything for me, put it in caps because I won't always see it, and then I'm not being rude. Oh, you're talking about Karen. Yeah, I'm so happy for her. Kenny, that is amazing what you did for her. I was so happy watching her video. I was like, oh. Yeah, she did. Okay, I'm going to grab my Hazel in the Cran Dash Pablos in 053. And I'm going to put some of it into this section here. So I'm not going into the entire part, but I'm going to lightly layer it in. So it's got a slight, I'm going to say it's more of an orange than a hazel. I don't know why it's like a hazel. It doesn't suit the name whatsoever. It just gives it a little bit of an undertone of like a ginger colour, to be fair, like a gingerbread. Susie. Hi, Nick and Tina. I don't know if I said hello. And then I'm staying coming up to this little section, this little house. And if you are coming in and you don't know where to get the images, let me or the mods know and we'll put the links in. So I'm putting a little bit more pressure than usual on this part. And then the same over this area, in the same area opposite, so symmetrical to the other side. I'm putting more pressure down on that section too. And this whole part here is going to be that colour anyway. So your black will do all your shading after. Hi, Deb. Of course, Lou's just put it in for you. Hi, Gemma. Okay, so still with the same colour, which is in the Cran Dash Pablo, the hazel. I'm going to firmly press on this area here and mix it into the brown ochre and fade out. Now this part I will fade in with the poly in 184 and finally just finish that edging off. And as I said, the two work hand in hand. They've got the same sort of hardness in pencil. They're very, very similar in the hardness on the core. And they are also very workable as two pencils together. They just go hand in hand. They're like really good. Yeah. Thundershade, there's some inappropriate questions. Now, how old are you? Because I'm going to ask you this out loud. That's not really something I have to answer. There's a lot of questions thrown at me about stuff. Okay. And I'm just going to put that in there. Yeah, the one that's growing on me. They're not something I used often. So again, I'm going back to my poly in 184. And, oh, if I don't drop it, it's gone on the floor. Oh. I'm going to get my, I think I'm going to go over to a slightly darker colour here. I think I'm going to grab the colour Chestnut in 057, and I'm going to go along this line here. So this is in the Caran d'Ache Pablo, and the same with coming up. And then I'm going to meet it around, and I'm going to fade the pressure of the pencil out to about here. So very lightly I'm going with my pressure, and I'm going to build it up to a darker pressure here. So you're kind of going to meet, that's how I'm kind of approaching it. So as you're coming down, releasing the sort of pressure of the pencil, and then it should biscuit. It can kind of look like a biscuit. Hey, Jack Brown. I think you can. They should be on Amazon. They should be on Amazon. I'm pretty sure someone found the link. However, if you go to my last stream where I did the red hair, the strawberry blonde hair, you will find the link to the Amazon UK. And then from there, you can kind of search the name and the make, you know, all of that. And then you should be able to find them on Amazon. I'm pretty sure they're on Amazon US as well. They're pretty cool, aren't they? I think they've caught a lot of people's eyes. So, and then I'm just going to put some of that into here as well, just a tad. And then if I get back my poly 184, I'm just going to put that into the middle, and then I'll look up at the chat. Okay, so is that looking like a little bit of a biscuit house? Yeah, there's some good apps. Hey, Selena. Right, I'm going to get my black. Now, my black I'm using in my Faber-Castell poly. This is 199. Now, with the black, I'm not going to put much in. It's just a very light touch, and it's to shade underneath the house here. And it is also to put into any shadows that there may have, you know, there may be. There's going to be some. No, thank you. Melvina, hey, my dear. We are working on a free printable from Rita Berman. The link is now put in. Hey, Sharon. And we are doing one of her free pages that she has kindly given the colouring community. She's given a pack of 3. And this is one of them. So the link is there, Melvina. You can download this now, and you can print it off at your own pleasure. Oh, no, Susie. Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, she's done 3. As I said, I showed you at the beginning. I'll quickly show you again for those coming in. So she's giving this one, and the one that we are doing here for absolute free. We will pop it in the link. We will pop the link, Rita Berman dash. We will pop the link throughout the stream into the chat, although it is also in the description of this video too. I'm still with my black here. And it's so that everyone can join in on this one if you don't particularly, you know, have many Christmas books, or you're not really into the whole Christmas thing, but you might want to do this, you know, this image. it's there and it's accessible for all. Right, these little circles, I'm just going to go in there with black. I'm not going to put them in another colour because you won't see them. And this little door here, I'm just going to go straight on in there with the Pablo in hazel. And I'm going to go from a medium pressure and fade my pressure out towards the top. So just fade it out. We've just got a little biscuit house going on. Grace, do I have Tombow Erogeton pencils? I certainly do. I certainly do. Then I'm going to grab my chestnut in Pablo, which is, I think it's 057. Just on the edging. And again, I'm going to put that around the edge of, don't worry about going in that, I'll have to go around that anyway, into this edging of the door and fade it out. I'm going to grab my black and I'm just going to shadow that a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to grab my polychromo. I know what this one, oh no, it's so cute. My polychromo 184, and I'm going to put that into the corner. Grab on back to my hazel Pablo. Hopefully I'm not going too fast and I'm telling you what I'm doing clearly enough. And you know this tiny little, it's like a window? Well, that's going to be quite biscuity because it's all a full biscuit house, isn't it? So I'm going to keep with the hazel here and just fade it out. There we go. So hopefully our house is becoming to look a bit more like it's a little Christmas house. Hey, Donna. Are you doing the other one, Mum? Happy to see you too. Okay. We got some berries here. I think we're going to go obviously for some nice red, some deep reds. Bear with me. I'm just putting some pencils back so we don't get all muddled up. Now, I quite like the polychromo reds, so I'm going to grab them. There's some nice reds in here. You've got the lovely scarlet red. You've got the lovely deep reds as well. So you've got dark red, deep red. You've also got a really nice light bright red in scarlet. So I have just picked up deep scarlet, but I don't think we're going to need that one, to be honest. I'm going to just have a look a minute. You can always shade a little bit in a deeper purple as well in reds. That's a little hint that I usually use. There we go. So I think we'll start off. This is polychromos with scarlet red, which is 118. And I'm just going to add in very roughly where I would like my red to go, my shine to be. So I'm just going to apply it in lightly to start with. And I'm going to add around there. And I want that bit to be where I want the sort of light. So just plan it out where you want your red to go. We'll do it on this little mushroom as well. I'm going to try and keep it as festive as possible and keep it quite uniform to colours that we would see. But we're just going to pop it in. Thank you, Pamela. Are you coming to colour? How are you going to colour the chimney? Oh, thank you. I just noticed that. We'll go back to it. Thank you for spotting that. I did not see that. There we go. We're going to go back to those colours then. We'll do it in the base of the Poly 184, I think. Thanks for pointing that out. See, I need my you're my eagle eyes, guys. Because my brain is on, you know, figuring out little bits on here. Thank you, Elizabeth. I love my eagle eyes. You never let me forget things, you all. Okay, middle cadmium red in 217. Let's deepen this up a bit. So I'm pressing firm. This is why I need you all around, you see. What would I do? I'll be missing parts of pictures. I'm going quite heavy with that, and then I'm fading that out because I'll come back to my lighter red. And the same with around here. I want that to be my lightest part. And then fade that out too. It just kind of keeps within the means that we're looking for. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. That's so nice to hear. Hey, Sam. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? So good to see you. Dark red 225. Now, this is going to be my very darkest. I'm putting down a hard pressure on this one. Not over the entire berry, just around, you know, where it's sort of hitting it. And I'm just kind of putting that there where it's hitting the edge and overlapping. Then you go back to your very lightest one, which was our scarlet in 118. And blend that all together. Keep our little shine. Want our little shine on our berry. Hi, Alina. I don't know if I said hello earlier. Oh, I'm so sorry if I'm really fast. I feel slow. I do feel slow. Okay, so we'll keep with those reds. Very kindly pointed out by Elizabeth. I'm going to pick up my 184 Polychromo as my base. Thank you so much. Bless you. The Pablos and the Polys work so well. So well. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my Pablo in Hazel 053. And I'm going to fade out sort of about this way into the edge. So just, can you see where I put the sort of shading? Hey, Bridget. Oh, I feel very, very slow. It's funny how you all say that to me, but I feel slow. So I'm still with the hazel, and I'm going to go up on each one of these little sections here, these little stripes. Not the mini ones, there's like thin little ridges. Can you see that? There's like thin ridges. We're leaving those ones blank. So we're coming up towards these ones here. Then I'm going to get my 184 again and just blend in the edge of that and go down those little mini ones. So keep with those two colours, I think. Then I'm going to come over to my black. Very light. I mean, when I do black, I apply such a light pressure. I'm barely touching the paper. And then when I come onto the underneath of the chimney, I'm kind of just fading that out. And I am going to put them into these little chimney sections as well, ever so slightly. So you can see it's just a little slight shade. Have a good day, Becca. Hi, Essie. Okay, so if I keep with those reds before we do any leaves, I'm going to save leaves till last because leaves are just, oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I'm going to get I'm not going to go for my lightest red. I'm going to go straight into the middle cadmium red in 217. We're going to take out these black lines with a Posca after, because you don't see black lines in mushrooms. That's just my little bugbear. And when they're white, they are super white. I know, tell me about it. Yes, Desiree, me. Me. Okay, I'm going over to my dark red 225. These are polys. Back to our poly. I'm going to just go over that one. Back to our polychromos only at the moment. Don't worry about going over these because you're going to go in with a Posca pen anyway. And then I'm going to grab my Pablo cream in 491 and I'm just going to blend in that tiny little bit there. And then we're going to go to the stalk underneath and I'm going to grab my 182 poly and fade out. Then I'm going to grab my Bistra in my Pablo. Am I going too fast? So my Pablo Bistra. And I want to have this like a little dirty bit coming up. So you know, like coming out the earth. And then I'm going to get my cream and I'm just going to blend in slightly into the middle on all. Then we're going to get our Posca pen. Or you could get, to be honest, you don't have to get Posca. You can get a Uniball Signo. You got a Uniball Signo? Get it going, make sure it's going. And just, I'm going to take out those black lines. Because, as I said to you, I've got a problem with having black lines on mushrooms. So just take them out and have them as just, you know, white circles without the black lines. The only downside I've noticed to the Uniball Signos is the flow of them is not like a Posca. And then if you really wanted to, you can add a couple of little dots. Can you see? It's so small. It's really tiny. If I come up too much, look, it blurs you out. So it's just tiny. We'll put in details after, but we're doing the colour first. So just, you can get a Posca, guys, because you get a Posca and you can do your dots, yeah? And just take out those little black lines. Right, I'm just going to add, you don't have to do this until the end, but we'll add it in now anyway. Just tiny few details. Okay. No, it's tiny, isn't it? It's such a small mushroom. So, because we've got the colours out for the little gingerbread house, I'm just going to bring it over to the gingerbread little dude over here. So, when I'm thinking about him, I'm thinking about biscuity colours. So, I'm just going to pull some Pablos before we do anything else. And I think I'm going to go down with a biscuity type base with the ochre in the Carandash Pablos. It is Desiree. There's no stopping in the flow of the pen. And I'm just going to go very lightly and work out where I want my shading to go. So you're zoomed in as far as I can zoom you in, guys, without it blurring. So hopefully you can see where I'm going with my shading. So I'm very lightly planning out where I want dark to light, light to dark, you know, all of that. So I think being that this side's got the most objects, I'm going to do this as my darker side for sure. And just sort of plan that out with your pencil to start with. And the same with regards to here, I'm just going to kind of bring in some shading underneath his bow, because the bow, let's just pretend it's real. You're going to come under, because gingerbread, you know, gingerbreads are real. Let's face it. Well, in Shrek they are. Thank you, Lou. Lightning Lou. Lou's always there. Yes, they are freebie images. So we've got something going that everyone can join in on. Okay, so same with this side, just going to be my lightest side. Under here will be my dark little legs because they're tiny. Right, so grabbing on Venetian red in the Pablos. Yes, Susie. Yeah, is Sketch Cantation Artist Susie. Hi, Katrina. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Okay, so we're going to get Venetian red in 062. And I'm putting some of that in as an orangey, biscuity type colour. We're going to mix in some brown after. But the reason I put this in is because my gingerbread, I need it to be a little bit more orange than the house. So if I put this in, I'm not going hard. I'm going quite light. Hopefully I'm explaining myself okay as we go along. And I'm laying in some pressure, you know, in the dark areas or my shadowed areas. And then I'm going to release the pressure of the pencil as I come over to this side where the ochres are. And the two mixed with a little bit of brown should create the biscuit colour that I'm looking for. but we need some more brown into it. But we'll do that in a minute. That, you know, one stage at a time. So it seems like, as I said, because there's two. The thing is, when you've got a sort of illustration with so many, you know, bits and pieces on, it's going to have a lot of colours. If we had one with just one, we're going to have not as many colours to go by. All right, so we put in that colour just to start, which is the Venetian red. Now, I quite like in the polychromos, there is 182, and I quite like this colour mixed in with the Venetian red because it gives off the illusion of that gingerbread biscuit. So just lay that in. I'm going to be quite generous here. And the good thing is that if you're laying these colours in, it's a lot of colours to go with, I know. Thinking it's only little bits, you know, why are you putting so many colours? Because it's the colour that I'm looking for. That's it. That's what I'm going to say it as. It's the colour that I'm trying to desire to look for, and that means mixing. And although it seems like a lot of colours, they do all merge and work together really well. Which one are you doing, Christine? Which design? Okay, so then Ochre 035 in the Pablos, which is our original colour. We're going to go straight back round the edge, and now we can lay in a little bit more colour now because we've sort of planned out where we want them to go, and lay that in too. So it kind of just brings it all together at the end. It just all works, all merges, all works. It comes back. And then I'm just going to get my Bistra in the Pablo, and that's just on the edging, and that is just to shadow where the poinsettia here was hit the sort of side of it underneath the bow, and I'm going at small circular light pressured motions. The same with this bit here. It just shadows where I need it to without being black, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, to be fair. Okay, so here's a little bow and these tiny little bits around the edges. Ah, yeah, no, you were saying that you were drawing something today, or you were working on an illustration. Which one were you doing? Something festive. I missed it. I missed what you'd said. I was just asking you. I didn't want to miss what you said. I like to know. Hey, Elisa. So I think we might as well go for the red. No, because the red's going to be in the poinsettias. What can we give him? We'll give him a little green bow. We'll give him a green bow. So I'm going to head on over to my polys. Looks on this Christmas time. No, I'm so content at the moment. I've asked for nothing. I've said to everyone I don't want a thing this year. I genuinely don't want, you know, I'm fine. I want everyone to have a good Christmas. That's all I want. I'm going to pick up my earth green yellowish in 162, 168 in my polys. What's on your wish list, guys, for Christmas? What's on your wish list? So this is going to be my base. What have you asked your Santa families, friends that you would like this year? Oh, nice, Christine. Did I miss anyone? Oh, nice. You can share your group, Christine, if you want to. Oh, he's buying you the prisoners. Nice. You can put the link and then someone can just approve it. One of them. No, it's not that blunt. You see? It has got an edge. Ah, Oh, bless him. Ink Tense, nice. Pine green. Pine green. So I'm just going to go from the inner part of this bow around the one edge. I'm going to leave one edge light. Same with the middle. And same with this edge. No, I haven't, Susie. I've told Andrew I don't want anything. Yeah, of course there's always a January sales. Of course there is. Yeah, no, I've genuinely told everyone I do not want anything. That's including anyone that asks me. I'm just like, no, I'm fine. You all have a good Christmas. And you enjoy your days and your families. You know, I haven't asked for a thing. Not a thing. Oh, Gracelyn, are you thinking about a budget brand or would you want something more expensive, Gracelyn? Because I know that an alcohol marker that quite a few people like are the Limon, is it called Limon Shea or whatever they're called? They're like an alcohol marker. They're not too expensive. You can get 168 of them, which they're pretty good, you know. There you go. Hey, Helly, how are you, sweets? Okay, so I'm quite liking that Greek combination, to be honest. So I think I'm going to leave that one out. And I think I'm actually going to head on down to these tiny little leaves down here with them. So I'm going to get my 168, so with the same two that we just used in the Faber-Castell Polys. And I'm going to fade out my pressure as I get to the edge. I quite like those two together, so I'm going to keep with. And as I said, this might take a little bit longer because there's a lot of little bits to do on this one. And we'll get there. It's a case of me having to knuckle down. I will look up at chat, of course I'm in chat with you all. But I'm going to have to knuckle down a little bit and get on a little bit. Gracelyn, I will find. Do you want me to find you the link very quickly? Bear with me, everyone. They seem quite a popular brand. One second, everyone. I think it's 168 of them. Oh, Dev had the name of them the other day. Les Manger, is it Les Manger? Les Manger? I can't remember the name. Grayson, I'll have to find it after because otherwise I'm going to be sitting on stream searching for it. But I'll have to find it for you after. That's okay. So I'm back to my Pine Green 267. If Dev's still, yeah, that's the one. If Dev's still here, and I don't want to bother him, but if he's still here, he's probably not, then he will be able to get you the link if he could kindly do that. Right, so this Pine Green, I'm sort of putting it in how I'd like it. You can see it's like a mixture of the both, and then we're going to go back to our original green. Yeah, that's the name of them. Thank you, Helly. So I said this one's going to take a little bit longer. And Helly, I don't know if you saw this one, lovely. They are a free image over on Rita Berman's page. I will keep putting the links in for those that need it, but you may have already seen it. You can post the link in mine, Grace, because it will just be either denied or approved. You can put it in and we just approve it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my 16A and I'm now going to blend that in on the edge. Okay, so just a matter of blending out the edges. And then there you go. Okay, you've got it. Great. Okay, so I'm just going to get my black. And the only reason I'm doing the black over here is to shadow where the berries are underneath only. So this little section here, remember with your shadows, you'll have a slight shadowing wherever there's an object on another object. So naturally it's going to place a little bit underneath. So if as I said, I can't keep zooming you in any further because it will just blur. But sort of underneath this berry here, there's going to be a little bit, and underneath that berry. So very lightly apply your black, and your black is just your shadowing ever so lightly. And then the very middle, I'm going to press quite hard into these veins with the pine green that we had. So just 2 greens on this little one here. We're not going to overcomplicate it. And that just makes that stand out. And then again, with these little tiny leaves here, I think we'll just use our pine green and fade out. We can always use another colour to darken the edging if we need to. But I think that we're pretty good on this one colour. We don't need too many. Just to finish off this sort of bottom area here with a nice deep pine coloured green. And as I said to you, you know, one's fine. We don't need so many on these. They're so small, guys. So small. We don't need many. So with I think most pictures that we use in Christmas, there's going to be a very repetitive colour palette of reds, greens, or sort of biscuit colours, that type of thing. So that's how that will look for the most part. So it's so small. It's so cute. And then these middle sections here, I'm going to get my Bistra and I'm just going to shadow ever so slightly around the edge of each leaf. Just darkens it up before we get our pine. So the stalk and the edge. This is the Caran d'Ache Pablo Bistra. And then grab your pine back. Remember I said to you in the past about green and a grey. Well, the Bistra and the green work really well as well. So it just shadows it up a little bit. So you can kind of see how it sort of looks. Like that. That's okay. Thanks for popping in, Stephanie. 1 second, I didn't see the comment. Essie, Sammy or Fibs, do you have any Rita Berman books which you recommend to start with? For me, I'm going to say the little mixture, which would be this one. This is a mixture of all her seasons. So you've got, I'm still doing my Advent. I'm a little bit behind, but I will do that. So it's got winter, autumn, summer, and spring. So it's got a little mixture of everything. So yeah, it works really well. You don't have to buy them all separately. So if you're asking for my recommendation, it will be the mixture. But it's entirely up to you on kind of what you're looking for. Okay. This little jingle bell ball. Do I want to do that or do I want to do the poinsettia? I think I'll do the poinsettia seeing as I've got the reds first. So back to our Faber-Castell Polychromos. This is Scarlet Red. And I'm going to start putting in where I would like my pressures to fade out. So you can start to see. Yeah, Christine, it's a mixture of all her books. So it's not the full ones, obviously. She's hand selected her best pictures or her favorited pictures in each book and put them in one. So you get a little small selection. And it's great because if you don't want a whole book of spring or a whole book of summer or, you know, etc., a little compilation of both, a little mixture of both is nice. A little catalogue, isn't it? Okay, so this, as I said, this is Scarlet Red 118. This is our polychromo reds that we were using on our berries. So I'm just putting where I would like my pressures to be. And that's what I generally do, is map my colours, my pressure, my fading in and out, my shadows. I map it all. And it kind of just gives me a starting point to work with. So the outer parts, I will always want a little bit deeper. And the inner parts, I will try and fade out. So I'm just going a bit heavier there. Yeah, it's nice, Mum. Hiya, Bella. Is it okay and clear on your screens, everyone? I don't want it to blur out. Is it focusing? I don't want it. See, if I zoom out, you're going to be a bit too far out, see? But if I zoom out, you get a bit of a clearer picture on what we're doing. And if I zoom in, I don't want it to blur. So I'm trying not to make it blur, and I'm trying to let it focus on what I'm doing. So with this poinsettia here, I'm just putting in the pressure of where I would like my fading in and out to go. So as you can see, and I'll bring it closer, I'm just planning it. So I've planned that I would like my colour to be at the end and fade out. So you're going to come in with your other colours after. Bear with me, everyone. I'm just going to grab a drink because my mouth is so dry. So 1 second, I'm coming back. I will be 2 seconds. Thank you very much. My colour will go down for a second. I've just moved my lamp. All right, bear with me. Take care, Janet. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm just grabbing a drink. When you talk a lot, your mouth needs a drink. Your mouth is desperate. Hey, Faye. How are you, lovely? Okay, I'm back. I was just grabbing a... I've got today's drink is still water with orange and peach flavouring. So this is today's tipple of choice. Faith, if you're wondering or you haven't seen, our page that we're using is from the free printables there, if you were interested. Oh, I've got a hiccup in there. I've got a hiccup stuck. So now we're going to continue. Okay, so I've done that with the 118. Now I'm going to go over to my middle cadmium red in the polys in 217. Now I'm going to plan a little bit darker. So we're going to go in a little bit heavier and fade our pressure out. Same in regards to the edging. I'm kind of just putting that where I would like that as well. And light layers work best with these two browns and pencils. So Polly's and Pablo's work really well in light layers. Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right. I'm doing all right. Okay, and same with this little part here. So with regards to my schedule over Christmas, guys, next week I should be around, but I'll let you know in case there's anything that pops up or we've got to go shopping or you know how it goes. But the week after Christmas week, the Tuesday is Christmas, so obviously I won't be around. I won't be around on the Thursday, and I will let you know about the Saturday, but I should be around on that Saturday. So I won't be around on Tuesday the 25th or the 27th, but I should be here on the 29th. Does that sound good? Thanks, Katrina. Grace, this one's a Logitech, and it seems quite a popular brand. So a Logitech C922, but there is now a C930E. So there is an updated version depending on your budget. Okay, going to dark red 225, and now I'm pushing down quite hard on this section. But definitely Logitech A streaming cam. I was very, very, very fortunately gifted this by Desiree. Bless her heart, very surprisingly and shocked I was to get it. But if I was to update, I think you'd go for the next version up, which is a C930E Logitech HD streaming cam. So there's loads out there. It works for you, but the Logitech seem popular. Right, and then back to our lightest colour, which is Scarlet Red 118. Now you can kind of blend that in a little bit, but go in light layers and work in circular motions. And also, Grace, a nice floor standing bird's eye tripod if you are looking for a tripod as well. I got a gooseneck floor standing tripod that works brilliantly overhead me, so I don't have to have anything in front. Okay, so 118, just blend that in. All works really well together. You've still got the dark ends and the dark edges. There we go. So can you see it's like deeper? You've got deeper sections. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, my tip is to grab a dark. Yeah, they're great, aren't they, Christine? I'm going to grab my red violet in 194, and I'm just going to put that into the very edges, and that deepens up your reds without taking away the red factor. And the same with the top of the, at the side, the top of the petals. So if you put the red violet in, I think it seems like a popular brand, Christine. Yeah, they seem good, Darlene. I think quite a lot of people have the Koh-i-Noors and like them. Okay, so then I'm going to get my 182 in the polychromos, and I'm just going to go over the middle. Then I'm going to grab my Bistra in the Pablos, and I'm going to put that into the middle as well and blend back in with 182 poly. So those two were 182 poly chromo and Bistra 047 in Pablo, and that is just on the middle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know, Helly, did you see? She's bought the new, the latest one. It is so clear, the crystal clear. It's like everything seems clear on her page. I'm like, oh! I did see. I'm so happy for her. I adore Dee. Right, so where should we go next? We'll go to the candy cane because we've got the reds out. So I'm going to go for Scarlet Red 118 again because we're going to try and do all the bits that are reds. We might as well, shouldn't we? And we'll do this as the red as well. Should we do the reds? We'll do the reds. So 118, a Faber-Castell poly. We might as well. And then I'm going to go straight into the dark red 225. Oh no, you're going to have loads of them. It's Saturday. They're all out. The trolls are all out. Whack them. Whack them. I've got whack-a-moles. Whack-a-troll. It should be a game. It should be a game. I know, she was so happy. So I'm going to grab my pine, and although there isn't a line there, I'm going to put an extra line in. So pine, I'm going to go around the edging. So can you see just around the edge? I'll bring it up in a second. I think it's got a 4 times digital zoom or something. Yeah, whack-a-troll. So can you see around that sort of, it going around to go follow the edge of the line and just get the pine in there. So it's got a little bit of an extra jar, a jar. And then just go back to your 118 and just blend in the edge. And then with the candy cane, I'm just going to grab onto a grey. And that is my cold grey 3 in 232 in the polys. And I'm just going to shade a little bit that into the white, and we'll put some cream in a minute. So it just gives a little bit of shading around the edge so that it's not a white space. And then you can grab your ivory even in your polys and just blend that into those sections, because we can get it up Oscar and go over that as well. Oh my goodness, Lisa, thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. Okay, so I'm getting my Posca pen. And I'm just going around the edge. Seriously, thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to think now. Okay, so we've done the little candy cane, and that's in red, and I've got some green on it. So it's just going around the edge. So if you can do that, you just go around the edging of it. So I'm quite liking the reds, guys, quite liking the reds. Okay, so we do this red up here. We might as well, while we've got the reds in our hands, we may as well just go for it. So we're going back to our 118. And I'm just going to plant in where I would like. So I'm just going to circular sort of mark out where I want my little white areas. So just go with your red and just mark it out in a circle where you would like it. Ah, thank you. Yeah, it's quite festive. I'm quite liking it myself, Pickle, because I didn't have a plan. It was like, well, let's just go with the illustration. The illustration's got loads. Let's go with it. Okay, so with 118, I'm just going to plan out where I would like my light and dark to go. You know how it goes. I'm going to put 2 little sections there. So we go here and here, where I want a little bit of a lighter area. And how are you, Pickle, anyway? I think I asked, but I'm going to ask again. I usually check in. How are you? How's the mini Hulk, would you like to call them? Okay, so we're just putting that in. Oh, and look what's behind me, guys. I'm gonna put it in a frame. I've got to go out to the shop. Oh, is it mistletoe? Well, it's a berry now. It's a berry now. It's not going to be a mistletoe now. I've got this here. Let me show you. I didn't show you. So this is what Dee Dee sent me of Chip. I forgot to show you. So it came. Isn't it beautiful? Just look at it. Look at that. Yes, a Dee Dee. Isn't it stunning? I was so excited when it came. It is every bit beautiful than it was looking at it on stream. It is more stunning in real life. Look at the detail. Just look at it. It is absolutely amazing. See, now I want to change that. But I'm kind of putting, it's a berry. It's a berry. It's a berry now. Oh, funny because you've been doing, I know, I can't wait for Melody to get Rex. It's unreal, isn't it? Yeah, you've been doing all the Hannah Lynn's pickle. I'm so proud of you. I'm like, yes, you go, girl. So I'm going to put that up beside. I'll take a picture and put it on Instagram. Yeah, it's going to be, I know, Melody, I can't wait for you to get Rex's. Oh, my God. So you can keep that as a mistletoe, everyone. Sam's doing it as a berry. So there you go. It's going to be a berry. You could do it as a mistletoe. So you don't want to do it as me, do it as a mistletoe. I'm doing it as a berry. 225. It's going to be a mistletoe berry. Oh, well. That's me chatting. These things can happen, and that's that. We can always go over it with white if we need to, but I don't want to. I want to keep it as a berry. I am going to do a background on this one, like a little background wreath thing, not all the way out. That's okay. Take care, Susie. I'll speak to you later. Speak to you later, alligator. Okay, going to 219. And remember, when you're doing your pencils and you want to learn how to do all the shading, go soft and circular. And that just enables you to get a little bit more depth in. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. I know. Tell me about it. It is very busy. Dee Dee's talent is amazing, isn't it, Jerry? She's just crazy amazing. I'm like, where does she get this talent from? I want some. Can she bottle some? I'm going for 217 here. Can she just bottle it up and send it to us all? If I had half of talent as Dee Dee as my little pinky finger, I'd be quite happy. Okay, I'm also getting my 118. So back to my original. As I said, mine's going to be a berry mistletoe. We've changed it. We've changed it. You can do it all traditional if you like, but I'm changing it because I'm up top. Okay, and I think in regards to my mistletoe, they need to be quite light. So with that, I'm just going to get my black a second, and just underneath, I'm just going to very quickly plant in some of that black, just to shadow underneath. And then don't forget, with your posters, I'm sorry, Anne, is it Anayana? It's, oh, I was about to say, it's for adults. I feel bad, but you know, I wouldn't want my little girl if I had one in a stream with adults. So, okay, so I'm just going to get, there we go. I just want a little bit of a highlight. Lou, you're like lightning. Take care, Shirley. Have a good day. Right, so this bright mistletoe berry is going to be a little bit brighter. Yeah. Hi and bye. So I'm going to bring you down ever so slightly. I hope it doesn't blur out. I'm hoping, let me fiddle a minute, everyone. So you got a little bit, there we go. I don't want it to blur. I know, but I feel bad as well, but just to protect them. She's 12. It's under the regulation guidelines anyway. 13 is and above, you know. Have I done the Patreon seasons with Frozen Moon under glass? No, I haven't. I haven't. I know. I know, Lou. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Bless you. Okay, I'm going to get my permanent green 266 in polys. And I'm going to also lay this in where I would like it. So we'll start off with going underneath here. And the same in regards to coming along to this one. And this is all I do with my first base down. I don't put it in properly. I'm just putting in what I would like. So I have recorded, everyone. Has anyone been watching the Hallmark movies? I have recorded so many. I need to get watching. And I've also got like 4 or 5 weeks of Supernaturals to catch up on. So I'm way behind because I've just been watching Christmas. I got Christmas in the Smokies to watch tonight. And also the darts, because we watch the darts over here, me and Andrew. I love the darts. I watch it every year. And yeah, we watched that. So we've got quite a lot of catching up on TV to do. Oh, you watched the Christmas in the Smokies? Yeah, I remember you saying. I recorded that one the other day. It was on the telly, Desiree. It was on the TV, so I'm going to definitely watch that one. It looks pretty good. And I watched A Very Country Christmas the other day as well. That was about the country singer. There's quite loads. There's loads. Oh, nice, Kenneth. Oh, no, Dash. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hate it when that happens. Oh, I bet you wanted to kick yourself for that one. Oh, Corinne, yes, I did. It was brilliant. It was just brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to get the chromium green opaque in 174. I'm going to be, not snap my pencil. I'm going to be a little bit heavier here. And I'm going to go around the edging. Yeah, with Kurt Russell, brilliant. Loved it. He's so charismatic. When he was singing in the prison cell, that was brilliant. Loved it. Loved it. It's got a lot of charisma, and I loved it when oh, Katrina, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, lovely. You do loads as mod. Thank you so much, Katrina. Oh, bless you. Oh, Katrina, thank you ever so much, and thank you for all you do. You know, I've messaged you. I'll back at you, Katrina, and you know I just wish you well. Hey, Chip. Thank you ever so much. Did I get the right person? Yeah. Yes, it's Rita Berman. Did you want the link? I know. We've got so many today, Robin, haven't we? Okay, thank you. There's the link, Corinne. I've just stuck it in there. We're getting loads today. Okay, thank you so much, Katrina. Just very, very sweet of you. Okay, I'm going to put my permanent green 266 in. But all of you spend on your it's Christmas. Go spend on your families and yourselves and treat yourselves. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, go spend on your families. It's Christmas time. I'm just putting in the 266. So what Christmas presents have you bought and you can't wait to give your families? Like what's the one that you're most excited to give and who to? It's mine and Andrew's, bless us. I can't believe we got here. It's our 14th year anniversary on Monday, which I am looking forward to. Just spending a lovely day with him. I don't know what we're doing yet. We might do something delayed, but yeah, 14 years on Monday the 17th. No, can you hear her? Oh yeah, yours is being temperamental. Oh, bless you. Pine Green 267. This is all Polly's at the moment. And then that's looking all right, isn't it? Kenneth, 1 second. Kenneth, Sammy, why is it with my pencils they seem brittle and break when I sharpen them? Kenneth, which type of pencil and which sharpener are you using? And I shall help you if I can, my dear. I'm just going to get my black at the top. And I'm just going to put in some shadows just where I would like it. Again here as well. Can you see how that's coming along? You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. We're still alive. Not either one of us has bumped the other one off yet. No, I've never. Oh, thank you, Glory. As I said, still alive. Still alive. No, he's brilliant. I'm just going to put a tiny few. You're not going to put many. I just fancy a couple. There we go. Just wanted a couple of little embellishment type. Pick it up a little bit. Thanks, Chaz! As I said, we're still here. Yeah. I hope that it brings him joy. I know, right? I'm just wearing like just a fakey one here. You know, I've not nothing expensive. He's gonna be so happy. Kenneth, have you tried one at either the M&R or the Swordfish? They should be good. Oh, you got magical delights on the way. Nice, nice. I'm gonna get I'm gonna do this in red as well. So I'm gonna get my 118 again. Now, I'm not going to fuss too much about going on these white sections because we're going to do some of them in white and some of them in green. But there's going to be lots of green leaves, so I don't want to do this in green. So all these at the side are going to be green. You know, the holly leaves are going to be green. I don't really want too much green. I thought it'll overload it. So I'm going to try and just pick out some of my red sections at the moment. So we're going to go for 118. Oh no, Dash, really? No, see, I don't wear jewelry so much around the house. I quite often wear my Pandora bracelet at home, but even that I sort of take off all the time. Because I'm only indoors. If I go out, I've got a mixture of different ones that I love. A couple of years back, when I was working, I was a carer, as you know. I used to be a support worker. And that's not a highly paid job at all. Very rewarding in other ways, but not highly paid. And one year I saved and I got myself a Tiffany bracelet. You know, one of those really nice, you know, Tiffany bracelets. So I bought myself one of those. And I wear that, you know, if we go out, or I wear my Pandora or my Links of London one. I love them. And my Pandora bracelet, Andrew bought me. And how I now do that is he bought me the bracelet and I've got a charm on it that says love you. And then every year, if we've got something in our lives, like a house or, you know, if we have a baby or an engagement or a wedding, etc., I will buy a charm for it. And it will be a bracelet that represents our life. And that's how I'm going to do it. That's what I left my charm bracelet to be, a timeline of me and Andrew kind of thing. So we've got our love you charm on there, and he bought me the bracelet anyway. And then I thought, you know, if we get engaged, we'll get a little engagement one, or if we get a wedding, we're doing, you know, and just build it up that way and do sort of a timeline of our lives. And yeah, so at the moment it's only got 2 charms on it. And then as we progress through life together, then we'll get more. I thought it was a really nice idea. I've got these bits to come down as well. So we're just going to bring the same red. We're not moved from 118. So has anyone else done that with a charm bracelet? Dev, I will message you after the stream. Don't go buying yet. Don't go buying yet. I'll let you know. I'll message you after. I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm just going to put this 118 in. Yeah, does anyone else do that? Oh, really? I love Pandora stuff, Christine. It's beautiful. And although it's a brand, it's not as expensive as people think. You know, Tiffany's the expensive one, isn't it? And other brands. But Pandora's not that bad. It's not that bad. But does anyone else have something like that? Like a charm bracelet that they get something that represents something meaningful, or have you done anything with your partners over the years that, you know, is a little emblem of your journey or your life together? You know, has anyone used to do that? Right, so that's 118. So we've done that first, and then we're going to now move on over to 217. Aww. Yes, there's so many people that do these kinds of things. A chronological charm bracelet. Oh, little square ones that you link together. Yeah, there's so many things you can do. And I suppose with jewellery, I know quite a lot of ladies like them to be meaningful, or, you know, something that represents throughout your life. And it's just nice to be able to do that kind of thing because it means more, doesn't it? Mum will buy the baby one. Mum will buy the baby one. Yeah, you got to wait, Mum. Yes, Desiree. Get one. It's a nice idea. And then, you know, you can grab, well, your daughters, your son, they can buy charms, and it's something nice to add on, and it's something meaningful. And then Joe can buy your first charm, because then he can buy one with like a symbol, sort of something symbolic of your love. Aww. Aww. Lovely. She'll love that, Dev. It's actually just broken. Kenneth, this was the swordfish sharpener to get a sharp point. But for some reason mine decided to quit on me and die. See? Nothing. So I'm gonna have to, you know, get another one. I'm gonna get another one. But it's swordfish. And they're brilliant. She's gonna love that. And you will as well, Desiree. So I mean, Christmas can bring out a lot of good things in people as well. As I said, I'm just still using 217, and I'm going really, really, really firm to medium to light on my outer. Oh, nice, Jane. Oh, how lovely. How lovely, Robin. I know, Kenneth. It died a little death. But yeah, no, it's very good, Kenneth. Honestly, I highly recommend that sharpener. It's a swordfish, you know, one of the crank sharpeners. There's a couple on the market. You get the one, it's grey, I think, grey and black. And I don't think it's expensive. I think it's about, I'm trying to think, between $15 and $20 at top. So not too much. I think mine was overused. So mine kind of died. Wah, wah, wah. It went on me and then it just went. Yeah, sharpeners make all the difference, Kenneth, honestly. If you get a dodgy one, you've got one that's not performing as it should, it can really make a huge difference. Can I show if I can't fix it out? Yeah, I'm going to have a good look at it again, Robin. If not, I'll get myself another one, honestly. It's no trouble. Selena gifted that, bless her, and I'll get the replacement. It's no trouble at all. If I can't fix it tonight, I'll get myself one tonight, and then it will be delivered on Monday. But yeah, I'll have a little Robin, I'm humming because I'm the one with the screwdriver drawer in this house. That's me. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll have a look. Do I like the tea girl or the M&R? M&R. Yeah, no, seriously, I'm in because I'm the one that's got the fuse drawer with, or I call it the DIY drawer. I've got the screwdrivers, the tape measure, the hammer, the fuses, the batteries, the picture hanging kit. I'm the one in the house that does all of that. Hiya, Kim. Welcome over. So, at me, I'm brownie points for Miss Fix It in the house. Okay, back to 118 a minute. Let's mix that in. Andrew's the thinker, I'm the doer. And we bounce off each other that way. And although I can't do all the lifting anymore and the, you know, the back breaking stuff, and he does all that, you know, he's the man that opens the car boot and brings up all the bags in one go. Even though if there's 10 going on that arm. Yeah, girl power for sure. Don't apologise. You need to go sleep. Go sleep. We're always here. Well, we're not always here, but we're always here. If we're here, we're here. You know what I mean. No, I've used the Pablos and the... Oh, let me zoom out. The Pablos and the Polly's. So far, we have done the house, the little gingerbread, the poinsettia, the candy cane, the berry mistletoe, and we're on the bow. So it's going to take time, this one, but that's fine. We'll get there. Mine would be the M&R. Hey, Amanda, and welcome for your first stream. What do you like better? Well, I like both together. I think they go both together, so I wouldn't say one or, but my polys were what I learned first. So I'd say my polys were my first love in a pencil, Grace, for sure. Okay, so I'm now going to get my red violet. Gracelyn, what kind of boyfriend do you want for Christmas? Christine, me too. We can't have it all, though. You got a brain. You got a brain there. You got brainiac. Okay, so I'm going for red violet 194. That's what I say about Andrew. He's the thinker. He's the brain. I'm the doer. And it just works. Opposites attract, right? So they say. Do they say that? Opposites attract? Of course they do. You'd clash too much with someone who's the same. You might have common interests, but if you had someone exactly your person, you would end up clashing like mad. You want your opposite. A gentleman who makes you laugh. They're out there, Gracelyn. They're out there, girl. You go find him. Go grab him. Just don't scare him. Yes, exactly. Paula Abdul does say that. I'm not even going to sing that song. You want a man in your stocking, Jane? God, he's going to have to be a diddy man. Back to 118, guys. And then we're going to put a little bit of shadows underneath there and put some green and do some green and white circles. Polka dots. Okay. So if I'm going to get my black. Good job with insurance. Oh, you're welcome. I was watching Nick and Tina. I was watching. It's just that on my main screen, when I go to the bedroom, because you're on late for me, you're on when I'm in bed. I watch on the main screen in bed, so I haven't got the chat. So I have to pop on my phone very quickly, which was on charge, to say hello. But I was watching, and congratulations on your happy mail haul. You're going to have a ton of fun over Christmas with all of that. And thank you to everyone who has gifted to streamers, you know, and supporting the channels the way you have this year. I know I speak on behalf of myself for sure, but we all appreciate you, and we all really, really, really love having you around. And now you go look after yourselves, guys, in terms of, you know, your families, and spend on your families for Christmas, etc. But thank you so much. Hey, anyone that may have joined. Any blender recommendations? The Lyra Splendor blender for me. I don't like the Prismacolor one, it's scratchy. But that's just my opinion. I know, oh no, I got soaked. Permanent Green 266. So we're going to have a couple of green and a couple of white. So we'll do these couple, I think. And this one down here. We'll do those. And then we'll have the other ones as white. It's so cold. It's so cold. Okay, and then I'm also going to get my pine green. And it's just to add in around the edge. We'll do what we can today. This is going to be in sections. I'm going to try and get on as much as possible when I can. But the week of Christmas, I won't be on till the Saturday. And then I'm also going to grab my ivory. I'm just going to pop them into these ones here. I'm going to go around the edges with the white Posca. So don't worry about that. Into this little section here. And then, you know, this little, there's like a tiny, I'm going to say that's just like around the edge, the inner part of the, okay. And then again, I'm just going to go with the ivory and my polychromos here. I've not gone from, I'm in polys, I'm not in Pablos at the moment. And I'm just putting those into these white circles. Yeah, see, I like the colour softs, but I love a couple of colours more so than the rest of them. Okay, so I'm just going to get my Posca pen. Yeah, they're not many people's favourites, but they do work really well. I'm just going to go around these little circles here. I'm just going to take out the black lines. That's just to make sure that any black lines gone. I don't want the black lines. What's your favourite thing that you're looking forward to food-wise? Mine's cheese and crackers, even though I can have that anytime. But I love cheese and crackers. Cheese, crackers and Christmas movies. Sorry, Mum. I know you're going all to the effort of the big dinner. But I'm looking forward to our evening with Scrabble and Only Fools and Horses and cheese and crackers. Okay, so I'm just going around the edging. So can you see that? So it's just like a mixture. I hope it's showing without blurring. Can you see if I do it that way? So we just got a little bit. I've lost my lid. I need like one of those grabbers. You know those grabbers that you use to pick stuff up because it's falling on the floor underneath you. Cheese board. I love them. They're amazing. I love a cheese board. Okay, if I zoom out a little bit, it won't blur. So you can see here. Yeah, I need that, Lou. I can tell you that now. So it's quite a deep red bow, and then you've got the circles going around it. And if you just go around the edges, it just makes it pop out a little bit more. And then a couple of the greens just make it something a little bit extra, you know. Yeah, an assistant. I need an assistant. One that doesn't run away with the pencils, you know. So this little bell is going to be a golden bell. So I'm gonna think about putting in let me have a think, guys, 1 second. Yeah, so this one's green gold in 268, and I'm just going to plant in where I want the gold to be. So we go, this side is going to be darkest, and this side lightest, yeah. And then same in regards to this section here. I want that to be silver, so we'll do silver in the middle, but we'll do this gold over the rest of it. So I'm just going to kind of bring in the gold to the middle and have a shine there. And the same here, I'm going to bring the green gold in the polychromos, and the middle have the shine, the outer part in here would have, you know, the extra zing. So these bits are smaller, the larger parts will bring the gold to the middle. So you're planting it to start with. You're not worrying about pressures and, you know, blending at the moment. You're just planting your colour in. Oh, I've missed something. What were you on about? Oh, you on about the new pencils, Dev, the poly colours, the Kohinoors. Are you still working on your Whimsical Wonders? So you can see with the green gold, if I bring that up, I've put the shading either side and left the shine into the middle. Oh, okay, I'll have a look after the stream. And I've put the little bell there. Okay, so then we need a darker brown, and the darker brown is now going to age it up and do a little bit. Deb, I've put it. Do you want to see the cardstock? I don't know if they. Where are you in the US? You're in the US, aren't you? Tennessee. Okay, so I use a 160 gram cardstock. I'll show you now. Bear with me, everyone. If everyone wants to know this, I'm going to put it in the chat now. So I use 160 gram cardstock, and it's very good. It takes all mediums. Now, Desiree's recently ordered this to the US for herself too, and she likes it just as much as I do. It's very versatile, and it also is very, very, very good for layers. Now, for me, that's a win-win all round. So I'm just going to grab that link for you now, and I'll give that over. And as I said, it's one of those cardstocks I've never had a problem with, and I've been using it for years. So I'm just going to share it to you now. And if you're watching this back, if you look into the chat any second now, hold on, if my computer will be kind enough as into stop being a wally, I will show you. One second, everyone. I've not gone quiet on purpose, I promise you. Okay, it should be there. Yeah, this one, I love it. And as I said, Desiree's starting to vouch for me now because she's also using it too. And she's in the US and she ordered it in. Now, every medium on this paper that I have just put into the live chat works on it without. I've put water on this cardstock and it's not buckled too much. It's amazing. Yeah, Lou, I think so. Look on the link, Lou. I've just put it there. Have a little look if that's the one. And Melody, I've also put in a little into your package. I've put a pack of this cardstock as well, so you can use it. Hey, Nikki, how are you? That's okay. Have a safe flight. Okay, so now I am going to use Walnut Brown in 177. This is going to dull down the gold. and it will give it more of a vintage look. So go in lightly with your brown, don't go in heavy. Hey Nikki, huge hug back. Huge hug back. Ah, thank you. You're welcome. I'm happy to be here with you all and show you what I kind of get on with when I'm sitting here. Although I haven't done anything in my own free time. Everything I've done recently has been on stream with you all. I haven't done anything in my free time at all. Yeah, Melody, I wanted you to try it. And if you liked it, then you know that it's one for you. So I've put a pack of a 30 pack in there for you to try, and then you can let me know. Okay, so I am putting in the walnut brown to dull down the gold so that we've got a bit more of an antique gold. And then we will put some black as well, and that gives our shadows so that we know what we're doing with it and where we're going with it. You know how it goes. So go in lightly and just plan it out, and small circular motions in light layers always works really well. So just work your way up in pressure, and as I said, if you go back to your green gold now, then you can always layer up and it will make it pop. So go to the edging here and then layer it in. And the same with regards to this side here. Just layer in some of the walnut brown. Go back to your green gold. These are both Faber-Castell polychromos. And just keep repeating that process over this little gold bell. Now, the green gold, you're thinking green, it's not green, don't worry. Ah, thank you. Oh, thank you. Ah, thanks. I'm glad you like it. We try our best. We'll see what we can come up with. We'll stick with quite a limited palette of very traditional colours, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we're going to put the walnut brown in sections. So we'll bring it over to this section here as well. If anyone needs me to repost a link for that, for either the free image or the paper that I'm using, then do let me know. Shout it out in caps. Thank you. Yeah, got to be a bit festive. I'm kind of looking forward to doing a little bit of festive colouring on streams now. So I was like, it's time. I'm going back to my green gold. So we're just sort of going between the two. And it's about your patience. It tests your patience to keep layering up. But it works, you know. It makes everything pop. And I haven't used my polys in a while. So I was really happy to come on over here with you and think, yeah, let's do the polys and the Pablos together. Okay, so this little one in the middle, I want to be a silver bell. Thank you. The other colour is walnut brown, Gracelyn. Walnut brown and green gold, and then you want your black. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Fliss. And hey, Fliss. I'm just going to have a sip of my water. Right, now we're getting our black. Now your black is your final sort of shading colour. So you're not going in heavy with black. It's just your ultimate shading. Go underneath these little sections here. Very lightly apply. And all this does is make sure that your shadow's placed in and it stands out. So go underneath as well. You can go into these little sections. Don't worry about all the patterning because that's part of the bell. And it just makes your shadows pop out. That's all black does. So remember, you can use black on pretty much anything, but you just shadows. Take care, Grace. She is. She is. I love all my mods. I love them. Don't go stealing them. I'm joking. Ah. Yeah, I love my mods. Love them all. They make the streams amazing. You all do. Okay, so I have got my, I'm going to go for my warm grey. No, I want my cold grey. I'm going to go for warm grey 3, and this is 272. And I think I'm going to make some silver here. So we're going to go for the warm grey 3, 272. Let's make a little bit of silver in the middle. Okay. Then I think, let's see, where's my other warm greys? Bear with me. No, I'm not going to go for that. I'm not going to go for that one. Is it that one? Yeah. Okay. Warm grey 5. Is that 274? So I'm going to make it like a dulled silver. Just fade it out. Can you see that? It's just like going to be a dulled silver. Then we're going to go for warm grey 1. Which is 270. And then get your black, and your black can just be your ultimate shading. And that will just get your details on there. So again, black gives you little shadows, your little details, your little everything, you know. So it just gives it like a sort of silvery look. So it just gives it enough. Yeah. I think that's going to be like a dulled silver. Just go for my ivory a minute. So just like a grey, dulled, quite like that. I think I'll go for that. Then in your, well, if you don't have this, you don't have this. But I really like in these, Helly. Thank you so much. Pickle, you're going now. Take care, sweetheart. I'll speak to you soon. Hey, thank you so much. I really didn't expect that. Thank you so much, Helly. Thank you to all of you that have done that today. You've blown me away. Thank you so much for your super chats. Right, okay, I'm just going to zoom out a minute. Very sweet. Hey, Candy. Yeah. Oh, well. How are you? Okay, so we go down to our bell. So you can see that as we're sort of being in these same colours that we've been doing. Hey, Caroline. Now, let's zoom in. Now, in the dual metallics, they're the Pentel dual metallic hybrid pens. There's a gold. Now, the gold's gorgeous. So just on these little round balls, I'm going to make sure that it gets going. Yep. I'm going to apply, it's just a small glitter section. And I will show you what this looks like when I bring it up. Hopefully it will show. You have to get it going, that's the only thing. That's what I mean. On pencils, I don't know if you noticed, but gel pens tend to want to stick. Okay, Melody, you go sleep if you need to. Can you see that? It gives like a shine. So it gives like an ever so slight shine. Sleep well, Melody, and I'll see you a bit later. Yeah, it's very kind. Thank you, Helly. Honestly. Right, now you need your poster. Don't worry about... Take care, Dev. I'll message you after about the PDFs. Okay, so get your Posca pen. And I'm going to go round the edge. Same with that. So can you see? It's going to just... We're going to make it pop. And then I'm going to do around this part. Same here. Hi, Chip. Chip's come. And I'm just going to go around the edge there. So it's just to make the bell pop, and the same with the bow. So it should mix with the bow, it should mix with the bell. The bell and the bow should go hand in hand. Chip, how can I help you, sweetheart? 1 minute, guys. He's in my legs. How can I help you? Hello. Hey, Shara. Okay, so next I think we'll move to the few little poinsettia, because we've done the poinsettia here. We're on the greens and we're on the reds. So the poinsettia flowers are here. We've got some Pablos. I feel like using over. Hold on, guys. Hi, you Rainbow. Hi, Laurie. Hi, anyone that may have joined and I might not have seen you. Thank you for coming on over. I hope you are having a good day. So poinsettias are quite dark, if I believe. The flowers are quite dark. So I'm going to head towards... I'm going to try this colour. This colour is Moss Green 225 in the Caran d'Ache Pablos. So we're going to head over to these sections here. Now I'm just going to go one side to the other, I think. So I'm going to go this side and work my way over. So you can you still see what I'm doing, okay? So we will head with a Moss Green Caran d'Ache Pablo. And remember I said about plotting and planting your colours down. That just helps you guide what you want to do with it. So that's always my first point of call. If you can hear Chip barking, he's barking at Andrew to get up. I sent Andrew in the bedroom to watch telly because the noise in the front room otherwise. And you know what Chip's like. He's like rules the house. So you know what dogs just roll. I know he's there. Yes, he is. Okay, and I'm going to get the dark green 229 and the Caran d'Ache Pablos as well. And the same with the top. I'm just going to bring that from the top down and fade it down. And I'm kind of going to bring that up and fade that out. And I'm going to do that with the middle vein. So we're going to play with the colours here. So what did I say? Down from the top and light. And then bring the colour from the opposite side, the opposing side to what you've just done, and lift the colour up. So just keep with the pattern. Yeah, I know. Hey, Darla. I know. He's the boss, Chip. He's the boss. I think all my animals rule us. He is the boss. He's the boss of the house. My whole life revolves around that dog. You know what they're like when you've got fur babies. They rule you without even you knowing it. I know, you know what I mean. I know. Okay, Moss Green, again, Caran d'Ache Pablo. So we're going to fade that out from our dark green, and the same in regards to the opposing side. So if I bring that up, you can kind of see where we're going with it. And the same with this side, we're going to bring that colour up, and the same here too. Now, if you want to darken anything up, a good darkening colour from the Caran d'Ache Pablos is the Bistra. If I can find it. Where did I put it? There it is. It's the Bistra, which is 047. Christmas decided he wasn't waiting till Christmas. He opened all the presents that Lou had wrapped. Bless him. So the Bistra is a good shading pencil if you don't want to go too dark. So it acts like between a brown and a grey. It's a very good colour. I love this colour. And it just will deepen up so that you've got something to work with, you know, just gives a little bit of depth. Okay, so I quite like those colours. Now, these mittens, I don't want to sway too much, so I'm going to stick with colours at the minute that I know. So I'm going to do all the colours that we've got going on in the greens and the reds. Now, I do want to throw in a few extras, so bear with me. I'm going to zoom out a minute. Right, so bear with me. Let me see what I want to do with this. Because I want to make it quite bright and festive. So I'm thinking along the lines of making this really bright now. And I want to bring in the red hearts to be really deep red hearts as well. So maybe I'm going to do this in a little purple present and do it quite light mauves. I think that's what I do. Okay. So this little box here, I think I like the mauve. Yeah, I love this mauve. The mauve in the Caran d'Ache Pablos is really good. So we're going to put some circles in. And this is going to make so that we've got polka dots. So just plant them in. Is that green? Yeah, I put some greens in there. Yeah, I've done ivory and pine green on a. Okay, so in this little present, just plant in the mauve some very, very small dots, polka dots, circles. And it will just allow you to put in some polka dots. Now I'm just going to sharpen my pencil and I'll zoom you in. Okay, I'll zoom you right in now. Dogs are so clever. We underestimate their cleverness, I think. You know, we really, really do. We think that they don't know sometimes. Oh, they do. So mauve is 111. So I'm very lightly going to start shading into this little tiny box here. Some of the presents will be in purples, I think, and we'll go here. So your first colour will just be your base and planting where you want your shading, to be honest. It's so small, it's going to be hard to see at the moment. Thanks, Nanamo. So we put in some, I think the purples will be in the way of the presents, and everything else will be very festive to the colours that we've got going on already. I'm not going to change it from that. So I'm just going to put a couple of other colours in only. Everything else is going to be quite festive to the greens, the reds and the golds. You know how it goes. So I'm just going to do this into the purples, I think. Let's grab that one. I like that colour. Okay, so now I've got lilac in 110. And don't worry, we can go in with a Posca pen and apply some, I'm just going to go underneath, apply some polka dots in anyway. So your purple will just be, I'm just doing purple on presents. You know, I don't want purple in many places in this, because I quite like the festivity sort of colours of greens and golds and reds. I think they're very festive. So it's very, very small amount, you know. Okay, Christine, you go eat. And then if you get back your mauve, you can kind of just fade it out, and we'll put in with our Posca. So sorry for being quiet. I'm just concentrating because it's so small. Okay, and if you get your Posca pen, you can kind of just plant in those circles. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting it precise with the pencils. So you can put your own polka dots in. There we go. So it's just like a little polka dot present. It just is in there. It's planted in there. And we'll do it with this one as well down here. So can you see this one here? So again, if you can't see it clearly because it won't focus, just plant big polka dots in this one. And it just will make sure that you have got some pattern. So, oh, I don't know if you can see, I've sort of planted it in ever so slightly. So if you grab your mauve in the Pablos, you can fade it out, guys. Don't worry about, at the minute, you're just planting in your colour. So light to dark in your pressures, and allow that colour to just peek through. Have your polka dots in there. And that will just give you a starting point. You can go in with your Posca after. Okay, around this edge, we're going to get our lilac, but that will be in a minute. So we're just putting in where we would like our shading to go. Okay, so it's just slightly, you've got your polka dots going on. And then we're going to get our lilac, and the lilac could be our shading pencil. Same with this, like underneath the little bow, so that you've got something to work with, and then fade it out. And that's the good thing with the little presents, is that, you know, there's only a couple, isn't there? I think it's 2. Yeah, it's just the 2. So we can do those as uniformed. I don't want too many colours going on. We'll do the other poinsettia over there. And we might do that in the creams, because you got, has anyone seen those ones? They're cream, they're not red. They've got red tint in them, but they're mostly cream. It's just, is it not? It's not focusing, is it? For some bizarre reason. I'll get this out of my screen for that. There we go. And then we're going to come back to our mauve. And that will just shade in where we need that to be. There we go. And then if you get your Posca, and with the Posca, just get your circles in. You don't have to be precise again. You can have this in any pattern that you want. And that's the good thing with your pictures. You can make them exactly as you want them. So you can have little polka dot presents. Oh, sorry guys, let me lift you up a minute. If I do that, you might be able, will it focus better? Is that a bit more clear in your screens? Yeah, Pablo's and Polly. So is it a bit clearer? You just, sorry about hitting the camera then. There we go. So you got 2 little purplish presents there. Ah, we got another one. See, this is why I absolutely love having all your eyes to see where I don't mess up. Okay, so we got one more, guys. We got one more. One more. Okay, so we do this as another polka dot one, and then we do the other candy cane as well. That candy cane we're going to do uniform to the other one as well. Because as I said, I don't know about you, but do you prefer pictures that are a little bit more limited in palettes when they're so busy? I find it better. It just keeps it easier as well. So we've got our mauve, and just fade it out. Have you all now got the link to this, and you've got the access to the picture for free? Let us know if you haven't. And there's another 2 that you can download as well. Okay, so I'm going to come over to my lilac. Thanks for spotting that. I really do appreciate it. If you spot any other mistakes, everyone, you'd let me know. You shout it, because honestly, sometimes I miss things. Okay, so don't worry too much about circles and etc., because I'm going to add them in with a Posca anyway. So go underneath the bows. I'll just make sure it's dark. Yeah, 3 presents, thank you. Yeah, you could just do that. I'm just kind of planning it where I want. Hey, Candace. So now I've got one that I've added there, one that I've added at the side, and then I think there's one here, isn't there? One here. I've put one there and one there. So kind of just plan it out beforehand, really. Okay. So yeah, there's a method to my madness. It helps me, that's all. It helps me think where I want my spots. Right, so this candy cane, you know, our reds, want our reds again. So we'll do a little bit more and then I'll quit for part 1. We could get this done in 3 parts, I reckon. So I'm going to go back to 118. If I can find 118. There we are. And we're going to do these in reds, I think, as well. And this one here. So we're going to do the poinsettia. We're going to do the candy cane. We're going to do these hearts here. Is there only 2 hearts? 1, 2, 3 hearts. 1 more candy cane, yeah? I'm just kind of going through. Hold on, bear with me. So we do the candy cane, the 3 hearts, the little berries, and then that's part 1 and the poinsettia. So we've got here, here. So I'm going to put just a little line on them so I know what I'm doing. All right, and then these I'm going to also do that. So 118 in your poly. And all these little lines do exactly the same. Is anyone doing any Christmas colour alongs at the moment? Because there's so many Christmas pictures out there. And if you're not feeling Christmas, like pictures, don't do them. I know that Desiree's had a pressure to feel and she doesn't feel from at all. I'm feeling this one, if I'm fair. I am. I really am. What size postcard? I'm on the 1M1. I know there's so many people doing lots of Christmas colour alongs, as well as myself. You know, I've got one out there, which is the Holly Jolly Christmas colour along. So it's a Christmas tree along. Someone wants a little deer picture. Yeah, not many people are feeling the Christmas pictures this year, I've noticed. I've noticed it's a theme, which is fine. You know, you don't pressure yourself. Do what you need to and what you're enjoying. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to then pick up my dark red 225 and very slightly into the inner part of the candy cane, I'm laying that in only. So just the inner part. Maybe I have to. Yeah, there's loads. Have a look on Instagram. There's loads. And if you go over to Passionista Colorista on Instagram, you will find a whole list of colour alongs for the month, which I'm happy to give you if you want her link. One second, and I'll give you Passionista Colorista. I'm giving you now her Instagram. Isabel's amazing. That is her Instagram. If you pop on over to Passionista Colorista, who's Isabel, she has a whole list and she will give you all of the colour alongs that's happening over on Instagram for the entire month, every month. And then if you pop on over to Shalene, the Colouring Book Nook, she will also tell you on YouTube. So if someone would like to pop for me, because I can't get over onto YouTube because I'm on it, Shalene's channel, she also does a whole list of them. Okay, back to this, otherwise I will never get this done and I'll be here with you forever. So we're going to get Pine. Pine is 267. And I'm going to go underneath every single line. So every line underneath. On the underneath of every line. So there's not, I'm going to swivel you around a second. Oh, Candice, I wouldn't either, but my back would have something to say about it after. I'd be like, couldn't get up. Okay, so we've done the under every single line. I put some green. Then I'm just going to grab my warm grey one in 270. And I'm just going to put that into these white sections on the side only. And then I'm going to grab onto, thank you, Lou. So there's Shalene's channel, the Colouring Book Nook, and she also lets you know on every single colour along over on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Okay, I'm going to grab 146, which is sky blue. Yeah, sky blue. And I'm just going to mix that in with my grey. And that just goes around the edge. And then your Posca. Oh, I love Instagram. It's one of my favourite places to go. Okay, and that is just to go round the candy cane, so it just pops off your page. I'm going to come back to, oh, I've missed a little section there. I'm going to come back to my, sorry guys, that's just me missing a little bit. See, where's my eagle eyes? I'm going to come back to the bows because I've not quite decided on what I might do them in gold. Okay, so we'll come over to these reds here. So go get your 118. And we're going to go one side to the other, okay? So we're going to go from this side over to this side. So we're going to go from left, harder pressure, to the lightest pressure to the right. So again, I think I'm going to do that from now, the right side with the darkest side, going over, lightening my pressure towards. So I'm planning it out to the middle. I always say that out loudly, but no one would get me if I said that. So over here, we've got an advert or a commercial, if you call it over in the US, and it says 118 118, and it's got your number, and it's a phone directory. And if you don't know a number, you call up 118, and they give you the phone number for a business or, you know, anyone that's in the phone directory. So yes, Kev. I always think that out loud when I say 118. Always. Oh, that's made me laugh. So yeah, we got a commercial with 118 118. Okay, and then in this middle part, I think I'm then going to just go from the top and lessen my pressure up towards this section here. And kind of just allow the lighter part to be at the bottom. So just like that. Ah, Kim, I love Instagram. It's one of my favorite places. I love it. Honestly, I love it. Okay, I'm grabbing my middle cadmium red 217. I could look on that for hours. And I try not to now because I need to sort of, you know, come away from social media a little bit. Otherwise, Andrew would never see me. You know, I have my time on streams. I have some time over on social media mornings when I catch up with my cup of tea. But I love Instagram. Okay, so I want to leave that slightly. But yeah, I love Instagram. It's amazing. If you want to go and have a look at the talent, search the hashtags and you'll be there for hours. Okay, so I'm still with my 217. So I'm just laying up and I want this part to be light. So I'm going to leave that light. That's okay. Yeah, you can. You can get so much. Ah, Kim. Take some time to sit there with it, and honestly, you'll have a ball. You'll have a ball. It's so good. And as I said, the talent over there. Ah, Instagram has got these like hidden artists, I'm telling you. You end up just admiring the, oh, it's just in the abundance load. It's so much. I could sit there looking at people's pictures for hours and people's illustrations and people's art. You know, I don't just look at colouring. I look at people's art. I look at illustrations. I look at artists. I look at so many different things. Now I'm going to grab my dark red and I'm really going to push this into this quite hard. And this is going to bring it up as well. The same with in the middle. I'm going to kind of bring that into the middle. And I'm lessening my pressure as I'm coming up because you're going to come back to 118. Just don't do it. Don't do it. 118 is going to be your final number. Final number to come back to. Okay. Let's bring that in. And then I'm going to say it. We're going to come back. Hey, Zeely. Oh, Zelia, I'd have to go through and let you know. I'm going to write, do you want me to write a list? The next time I come on, I'll tell you some really great, who I follow. There's so many, I won't be able to list them all. But I make a little list. Maybe we could do a recommendations like half hour where we all recommend Instagrammers, and this is 118, where we recommend Instagrammers and pages. And you could be selfish and say your own ones. But what pages, what YouTubers, what Instagrammers, Facebook pages, any of that, what you follow. It doesn't have to be colorists. You can recommend artists. You can recommend people who do their own thing too. So, hey, Tammy, thank you for coming and joining us. I hope you're going to have a great time here with us. So maybe we can aim. So get your list ready. I'll get my list ready, I promise you. So maybe we can aim for Tuesday's stream, which will be part 2 of this. We can aim for doing a half an hour to an hour with it. Should we do our top 20? Because I've got so many. I can't list 10. 10 would be impossible for me. And as I said, you don't have to just list. You can list an artist. You can list people who do their own like sketches. Anything. YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and make one list of 20. Let's all do it. Let me write that down. Let's do it because it's a good idea. It's a good idea. So let me write it down. Okay, so let's do it. So on Tuesday, what date's Tuesday? Let's do our top 20. Hey, Mia. So Tuesday, 16th, Sunday, 17th, 18th. So the 18th, compile a list of 20 Facebook, IG, YouTube recs. Yeah. And we can all share, and we can all get some really good recommendations. Jane, that's fine. Do Facebook. It'd be groups as well. Hey, Christina. Momo Girl is a good one to go to if you want another portrait book, for sure. So Momo Girl, Girls a Poem. I'm sure the ladies in chat can help you out too. Okay, so I'm going to now grab my white. I don't know why my pen's starting to leak. And then we're going to go round the edges. Right, I'm going to sort of go around this one as well, just slightly. So they really make them pop, don't they? And I'm just going to put a tiny little thing there. Hey, Victoria, how are you doing? I've got Posca. My Posca's decided to be a leaky loo. Oh, Lou. I didn't mean it. It is seriously mean. I'm just awful. Yeah, I'm good, Victoria. Thanks for asking. Okay, so what did I say I was going to do before I finish? I'm going to do these little berries. I'm going to do them in a lighter red than I've been doing. So I'm going to go for a light base. Sorry, Lou. I promise you it wasn't intentional. I love you, Lou. Okay, let's put that in. There we go. All right, let's grab on the Scarlet 070 in the Caran d'Ache Pablos. So we're going to go for a light one now. I want loads of nice bits of reds in this. So go to the tops, leave your tops as your point. Let's look for them, guys. So we've got these ones. I want these to be lighter than the norm. So we're just going to do this in a bit of white, I think. I'll be back. Seriously, 1 second. I just I need to go and get a baby wipe because I have got I've got Posca pen. It seems my Posca wants to play up. So 2 seconds, let me grab a Posca. 1 second. Oh, that's it. Let me get out. Oh. Okay, I was just grabbing a baby wipe because my Posca's leaky, and I find that if you shake it too much, it goes either it doesn't come out enough or it comes out too much. Anyone get that? It's the downside of Posca. Thank you. Hi, Tina. Yeah, no, I don't do mandalas either, but it's not really, to me, it doesn't remind me of mandala, although it's in the style of one. It's I love it. It's got such variety. I'm really liking Rita Berman's pictures at Christmas. Really liking it. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, do you need the link, Tammy? As I said, anyone that hasn't got the link, I know we're going to post it several times. How are you, Bunny? How are you doing? Right. I think we're good now. Leaky Lou Posca. Yeah, it's adorable, isn't it, Mia? I must admit, I'm a bit of a sucker for it, this one. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, you found it. You're looking for great stuff. Right, let's zoom on in again. Good. I like to hear that. You are great. That sounds good. Good to me. Right, we're back onto Scarlet 070. We are literally just doing these little tiny ones. Right, so we've done 2. We're not going to overcomplicate. Oh, look, we've got little tiny things with it. Oh, there's so many reds. So many reds. And then we have, what others do we have? We've got them over here, haven't we? Oh, we've got the poinsettia. That was the other thing we were going to do in reds, weren't we? Right. So I want these to be quite bright red, like a cranberry red. So they're really nice and bright, aren't they? I don't need to do any more in that because they're so small. And then I'm going to try and do this without it leaking a million times over my picture. I'm just going to do little tiny round. I know that's meant to be a mistletoe, but I think we've just invented the berry toe. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with the berry toe. We're going to go with this little tiny heart. So I've got my Scarlet in the Pablo. I've got the berry toe. It has been invented on Colour and Chat with Sammy Stream. Okay, and then I want to go for the dark red on that. Yeah, berry toe. Okay, so this one, I want to do it. Do I want to do it as a normal poinsettia or do I want to do it? Yeah, do you know what? Let's keep with the same. We've gone with the same pattern of events. I think it will go. Okay, 118. So from the top, bring that, on these top bits, bring from the harder pressure down. And then in the middle, it's harder pressure up. So you're going opposite on the sides. And that's just our planting point to what we're doing with our colours, really. So into the very middle, bring up. And from the sides, we'll bring that down. So just plant it out, map it out, see what you're doing with your colours. Jane, which one, sweetheart? This one, yeah, I'm going to do that in reds. Yeah. We're going to go very festive with this colour palette. I think it will look good at the end and then do the background very last. I can't wait to do that because we're going to do it with little like circular bits in it. I think it will really work. I'm really looking forward to doing all this actually. I want it to stand out. Okay, so we're going to go around this part and I've got a vision in my head now. I've got a vision in my head. And that takes a minute because I have to start to see it all pieced together. Once I start to see it pieced together, I usually can see what it's going to look like. In the beginning, it's hard to. Middle cadmium red 217. And then again, I'm just going to bring the pressure of the pencil up to release it. So we just start planning it out. So go around one side. What's your watch list for this weekend, guys? I was watching before I came on the Muppets Christmas Carol because it never gets old. Aw, thank you. Hi, Dionia. When colouring small, does it use harder pressure to start? No, I always go from like a medium pressure upwards. Yeah, Christmas Vacation. You know, I've only watched that once now. Are you watching White Christmas tomorrow? Oh, really? Bunny, that's interesting. So you don't mind all of that then? I'm going to get my dark red. And again, I'm going to go with my hardest pressures at the top and at the bottom, and I'll meet it. You're going to bring 118 back in a minute. And again, up the top, just keep following that pattern that you're doing. You'll get into the swing of it, so you'll have it all. If you're doing one, you might as well do the other kind of thing, you know. And then get your first original one. Yeah, no, I have once. You told me to, so I did. I think it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm pretty sure I watched that one. That's 118, and now you're going to blend that all in. So use your lightest pressures, and we're going to get our red violet in a minute, but that's our very last thing. So just blend it all in. And that just makes sure that it's all kind of... We want our red violet. Our red violet in this one just went into the middle and we brought it up down to one side. And that just makes sure that it's got its shading, you know, just enough to pop. So your red violet keeps your reds intact and just shadows it. And there we go. Okay. I didn't know that was the first one. Okay, Lou. Hey, Julie. I do that with certain things as well, Victoria. Hey, Beth. I do that with certain things. Certain things I keep on there. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, whatever time of year it is. Right, so I'm going to put 182 into the middle. Then I'm going to grab my Bistra, which was the Pablo that we've been using to shade. So then we went around the edging on this one, didn't we? And we kind of brought it round. Now, these two colours that we used into the middle section here, if I get my greens, we used moss green, didn't we? So we used moss green and dark green. So we're going to get those back. Thanks, Nicole. So we used moss green and we started to plan out with our moss green what we want. So I'm going to go for this side as my lighter side and this side is my darker side. So go with it on the opposite side. Bring the pressure down. On this side, pressure going up. So pressure less, pressure less. So you're kind of going symmetrical and working your way around it. So you know exactly what you're doing with your own picture. You know, you can kind of work it out how you would like it during your own tastes and stuff. It all depends on how you want to approach your own pictures. I've just got a little pattern going with this now. So I'm kind of going a lesser pressure at the top, and then on the opposite side, a lesser pressure at the bottom. And I'm just keeping with that same pattern. I'm thinking, because these are going to be dark greens, the holly leaves. So I'm thinking maybe this will be a mixture of, I need to be like an evergreen. We're using Pablo's and Polly's, Beth. I'm thinking an evergreen type of colour, Elizabeth. What do you think? I'm thinking that. So I'm getting my dark green now. I'm going to go into the very middle. I'm going to go this side, bring it up, and the opposing side, and bring it down. And just sort of keep with that. We're going to come back with on my screen in a minute. Same with the middle area in the vein. I'm going to bring the pressure going upwards. And the same with this side coming down. So I'm kind of just keeping that same as we've done on the other side. No, nice. That'd be nice. Yes, Christina, I never stick with one really. Never, never, never. You will find that I mix everything. I very rarely keep to one brand, and you'll find that you'll get to know colour combinations in different ones. I know, right, Elizabeth? That's why I've not done them yet. That's why I've not done them yet. You can't really go wrong, can you? You can't. Right, so I'm going back to my moss, and now I'm going to blend that in. And then I'm going to get my Bistra, and my Bistra is my shading pencil to shade out and shadow. So it will give the ultimate like depth. And then that's all we're going to do with that. Right. I'm thinking now, well, we've done those few little bits. This is red for sure. So I'm just going to get my scarlet in the Pablo. So like the candy cane, you've got this one, and there's another little one. Where did I see it? There, which is usually red candy canes, aren't they? They're all like those minty chocolates. So you've got the little ring and the whirls. So I'm just going to go around, and then if I get my red violet in my poly, that will shade into those into the middle. And then if I get, they're so small. Christina, thanks for following. I'm going to get my sky blue. You're thinking why? It just gives a little bit of depth into the blue, into the white. And then when you get your Posca, you go round, it will show up. It won't show up against the white. You need a little something. Yeah, Evelyn, I use everything together. Prismas and Lumis work well. Prismas and polys work well. Prismas and everything work well. The same with our polys. Our polys work with a lot. It's finding what works for you. It really is. It's like sitting down and really testing it. Right, in regards to these top leaves here, they're like holly leaves. So these ones here. So I'm just going to go in with the pine. So I'm going to bring in pine first. I'm going to go top to bottom, because these are definitely holly, and holly leaves are really dark. So I'm going to bring that in to begin with. And this is pine in the polys. Same with this section here. I'm going to kind of do the same thing. Oh, sorry about knocking the camera, everyone. Maybe. Should we look up acorn leaves and look at the colours? They could well be acorn leaves, you know, because there are acorns somewhere, there and there, little ones. Okay, so we put the pine in first. It's quite dark, isn't it? I'm going to grab the Bistra before we put in Pine any darker. The Bistra in the Pablos. I love this colour. Let's darken this up a little bit. So let's bring that in there and just deepen it up. Then I'm going to go back to, I'm going to now grab actually my dark green in the Caran d'Ache Pablos. Just bear with me, guys. I'll be back with you in chat. Should we do them gold? Should we do them gold? The Tuscan Typee red. Should we have a guys? Just have a look. I'll have a look. Bear with me. Let me get these little ones done and we'll have a look. Okay, I'm just going to grab my moss green. I want them around the golds then because golds will fit in with our picture. So this is moss green. There we go. So they're nice and deep. Right, let's zoom out then, everyone, and let's have a look. Before we go, let's work out what we're going to do and maybe do them. Okay, so is that all? That's looking okay, isn't it? Right, let's have a quick look. So we're going to look at acorn leaves, and we might do them as acorn leaves then. So if we put in acorn leaves, bear with me, I'm going to grab some images. We could do them like a gold. Is that? I hope that's not flashing out. So we can do them with green hints in them. Thank you, Katrina. So we're looking at this, yeah? And we're looking at these here. This one and this one. So if we're going to approach it with gold, we could go for, I'm just brainstorming with you here. We could go for a lay down of our Naples Ochre 184. Yeah. Okay, so we're on the same wavelength, Christine. We're getting there. And then we could get some of that beautiful Pablo color that we were using in the English red. Yeah. And then we could grab, maybe, we'll see. We can grab some of our hazel. And then we need a touch of another goldy color. So we could bring in our gold green, yeah? It would look really good, wouldn't it, I think? Yeah. I think we're going to do it. Okay, but we're going to have a hint of so I'm not going to go all over yet. I think we'll go for the hints of these two colors first. So we're going to go for hazel and English red. So these are the Caran d'Ache Pablos. That's 053 and 063. We'll go with those first. Yeah, exactly. So we'll start off with the English red. So I'm going to zoom you in again. I'm going to have to bring you up a bit, everyone. Just bear with me a minute. Right, there we go. Just so I can get you in the screen. There we are. Righty. Are you zoomed in? No. I'm going to zoom you in. Okay, so we're going to go for the English red. English red 063 in the Pablos. And we're just going to plant out to start with very lightly. Go lightly, don't go hard. Where I want this to go. So if I go this way with our English red, we can have these in golds coming up, but we're going to do this first. If we plant out where we want our dark first, fade that into there. Okay, so English red. Am I in your screens okay? Edging, because we can always bring up some here, like for instance, and a little bit of green even, you know, but we'll work it out. So I like to just think about where my colours are going. I don't know if you do this as well, but it kind of just gives me a reference if I go very lightly with my pencil. So kind of looking like that to start. Yes, She's amazing. Go try Dee Dee. Whatever you're asking her to go try Dee Dee for, go try Dee Dee. Yes, go to Dee Dee. And you'll find out a lot from her. And Jen, Reading with Pugs, another one to go over to. If you want some awesome videos. Yeah, me too. Me too, sweets. Okay, hazel. So I'm just going to put some of that hazel in there as well. And then I'm just going to bring in my green gold from the polys now. Let me just get this right. Let me just plant my colours in and we'll get this right. Okay, so I'm just going to think about where I'm going. So I'm going one side to the other and I'm going quite quick. So just bring those colours in. So kind of see where I'm going with this now. Ooh. Oh, really, Mia? Oh, bless her. And I'm sending you back. I'm sending everyone over there. I'm like, go. Okay, so we've got green gold. And with the green gold, you can just sort of think about where that's going. And then with your lightest colour, we are getting 184 in the polys. And that will go into our edgings. So we're planting this first. We're not blending entirely yet. And, you know, we're sort of putting where we want it. That's how I'm seeing it. So with that, if anyone asks me, these are pencil extenders and they're holiday ones. Yeah, click on people's 3 dots. That will take you over to their channels as well, guys. So there's lots. YouTube is humongous. I know it's humongous and you're like, where do I go? But there's so many channels. Yeah, Dee Dee's infectious laugh. She's an infectious laugh. Okay, so now I'm getting over the English red again. So now I can start to plan this out properly. And yeah, no, I'm not having recommendations for that lady. Sorry. It's not that one. Not over on this channel, I'm afraid. Okay, so I'm putting in the English red. And oops. Oh, thanks, Christine. Yeah, there's loads. Guys, if you've got any recommendations, do let people know. Yeah, I like haul videos. Anyone like a haul video when people stick up their hauls? They're great. I love watching those. They're one of my favourite ones. Okay, so I am back with my hazel. And I'm just making sure that that's in there. Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Oh, it takes a while to complete. Takes a while to complete. I'd say the average picture, if you did it in real time, will take you between 8 and 10 hours, depending on the detail. Okay, so now I'm going over to my green gold in the polys. and then that just adds that in. So we get in there with these colours. Yeah, I mean, they're good for, I must admit, the speed videos are brilliant if you do not want to listen to someone. And let's face it, we all have those days, even when I sometimes want to mute myself. You know, so if you're watching a sped up video, it's amazing. If you want to take it step by step, and these are the type that, you know, they're good for that. But there are many channels that do a speed, and they do, you know, as well as lives. So there's a mixture. So it's a good thing. Thanks, Bella. You think you've played to the longest? Oh my goodness, I'd say nearly a month on and off, but I'd say between 25 and 30 hours, and that was when I used to do it in tiny little sections. Yeah, exactly, Robin Jones. That's exactly right. You know, it all depends on what you're looking for in a video, and that's why different channels, different purposes, etc. Okay, so I'm going for the chromium green opaque in 174, and I'm just going to put a touch of green in this, and it just will make a little bit of a difference. To the edging on this side. Sorry, it took me ages to get my line out there. So just makes a little hint of a difference. Kim, hey KP. Well, you missed a bit. Hold on, let me read up. Sorry. Yeah, I tried to, Victoria. I tried to let you know. Thanks, Katrina. Kim, do you want me to find an alternative while I'm here? So what one was you after? The English red. Right, let's have a quick look for you. Straight away, I can see. The English red, go to Venetian red, very similar. Or you can mix in, oh, no, don't. Sanguine. Sanguine. So sanguine and English red are almost identical. Let's put these side by side. Look, they've got a very slight difference in tone. That is the sanguine. That is the English red. If you want to tone it up a little bit, you can. So yeah, it's very similar. You could pretty much find the same tones and mix them anyway. They're really good. Okay, so chromium green opaque. Just put a tad into the edgings. And then, as I said, 184, which is Naples ochre, dark Naples ochre in the polys, and just blend that in. Okay, I think that's pretty much. So if you wanted to darken that up just a tad, you're welcome. Bye, Lynn. Take care. So I'm just going to go over to my tones, and you've got mahogany in the Caran d'Ache Pablos. It's called Momo Girls with Poem. So go over to Etsy, Christina, type in Momo Girl, and you will see it if you're looking for a portrait one. Okay, so the very dark side of this is going to have the mahogany in it, and I think then we've pretty much done this acorn leaf. And of course our KP. So there's another one for you. Oh. Okay, Bella. Right, so we're liking those. Oh, Fliss, 1 second. Let me get, I've got it here, 1 second. Okay, that's the card. I've just linked the card that I use. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a second. There we go. So far we've done quite a bit. We've done all right. Ah, thank you. Yeah, come out all right. I'm quite happy with them actually. So thanks for that, guys, for letting me know about the acorn leaves, because I would have looked it up and probably made a little bit of a pig's ear of it. So I'm happy that you intervened on that one. So let me see. Now, these are acorn leaves as well. You can see here, we've got a few more. So I'll come back to these next time. So we've got 2 there and 2 here, and they're exactly the same. So let's write the combination down that we did, so we know. So the acorn leaves, let's write them down. Acorn leaves. We did Pablo's, and then I'll put the numbers, and Polly's, and we'll put the numbers. Okay, so we did mahogany, which was 067 at the end. We did hazel, which was 053 in the Pablo's. We did green gold in the Polly's, which was 268. We did 184 in the Polly's. And we also did our English red, which was 063, yeah? So if you want to know the combination, we've got acorn leaves, Pablo's 067, 053 and 063. Thank you, Pamela. And then Polly's, we've got 268 and 184. So if you want to, if you're following me on this and before Tuesday you want to do all of them, it's these 2 either side. So there's tiny little ones there. Hey, Deb. Yeah, the oak leaves, I'm quite surprised how they came out actually. So we won't do them all now. So we've got these as well. Yeah, so you wanted to do those before Tuesday and you're following me on this, then perfect. Now, I think we will wrap up these little presents and just do the gold. So we'll get the green gold and then we're going to stop for tonight. Even though I could go on a little bit more, but I've got to go make dinner and it's now 7:30 at night here. It's definitely dinner time. And we will put our second round in on Tuesday, the 18th. So we'll put green gold. We're putting green gold down. Yes, of course. Yes, Dash, I do. I do. Thank you, Shara. Take care, Kenneth. Thank you so much for joining us, and you have a good day. Okay, so we put this in, green gold. And then what was the other one? This one here. So just as our base, don't worry about, you know, shading yet. And then we're going to grab our walnut brown in 177. Oops, 1 second, I've missed a little bit there. Yeah, he does, Dash. Oh, thanks, Gracelyn. I'm glad you like it. Okay, zoom you back in. Hope it doesn't blur too bad. Okay, so the walnut brown, I think it's just going to blur. Bear with me, everyone. I've got to bring you up. So if I don't, it will blur away. There we go. Hold on. I'm trying to get it so it doesn't blur, but I think it will for some bizarre reason. Yeah, well, so around these, I'm just going to put walnut brown. That's the issues that I'm finding. I keep getting a blur. Ah. Dash, is it not on Etsy? Okay, so walnut brown just shades that gold a bit. Same with this section over here. So we're going to go round. Show me over. Are you on Instagram, Gracelyn? I'm sure you are, aren't you? or the groups. Show me your progress. I love to know. I like to see what anyone does, you know. Yeah, it's horribly cold and wet and yucky here as well. So, walnut brown. And then that just shades into your green gold. And then you can grab on back to your green gold and just blend that in so that it's fully golded up. And then we'll get our Posca, of course, and we'll add a little few touches to these bows. So get your Posca. Yeah, so does, because these are so small, I can't. Yes, it's also the Jennifer Zimmerman's got one. Grayson, go on over there. I love it. Take care, Lisa, and thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you ever so much. You have a good day. Grayson, you want to come to England and meet me? Thank you. We're nearly done for today. I promise you. Right, so these little bits here, I'm just going to come with my white Posca. I'm just going to turn you a second. So go round with the whole thing of, you know, the present. Same with this part. There we go. And then just, if I don't know if it'll show, but it's just giving it some like pop. It gives it some pop. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm not going to do much. I just like to add a little bit. I'm just going to turn you. Just adds a little something to it. I think Poscas. I love Posca pens. I could go mad with one. Right. I'm going to shake the camera for a second. Ooh. Yeah, I can't see the fascination with it myself, Gracelyn, being here. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much for your super chat. And you have a good day. And I'll see you on the next stream, hopefully. Have a good evening. Okay, so that is part one, guys. Yes, I do, Moja. I put it in a folder. You know, one of those display wallets? I put it in one of those. So we are done for part one. I shall be back on part two on Tuesday. Until then, you'll have a good weekend. Enjoy the festivities that you're all partaking in. And enjoy time with the families if you've got your families down, etc. Because I know quite a few of you do. I will see you on Tuesday the 18th at my usual time of, let's put this over here because we like it, at my usual time of 4. So I thank you all that super chatted me. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's brilliant and amazing, and I can't thank you enough. And thank you all for being here, keeping me company, chatting away from me as you always do. Remember, if you want this free image, pop on over to the link in the description. I put it in there. You can get this and you can get the other two. The other two are this one and this one. So you can get all three by Rita Berman for free. You can all join along. Thank you to my moderators. They are amazing. I love them to pieces. Thank you to my whole little circle here of people. I love you all. So you take care, and I'll see you on Tuesday, everyone. Bye.